welcome you back into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in control of the football as we get back into the action in the first quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they go play action now. Burrow. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 14 carries, 71 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The Bengals at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. How about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. McPherson on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Robinson here. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. First down, Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Toss left side for Etienne. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow. Steps away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Prescott on 1st down. He'll get that underneath Etienne, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. When he launched that football, I'm guessing he was thinking end zone, but he'll take it. Now they're knocking on the door.
I like the way you can read his thoughts. Think of it from the opposite side of the ball. They thought they had a chance to make a play and knock it away. Didn't get it done.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Here we go. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Jefferson with a great grab. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott caught out left side by Robinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
first down with Evans. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Again, a run with Evans. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow, flush to his right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
His throw incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Prescott yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. McPherson now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. This is caught by Robinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And one more time, here's Kirk. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A 1st down throw for Prescott.
Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, Prescott. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford.
2nd down and 3.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's Prescott.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here, because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Rolling to his left. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On second down, here's Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Here we go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Justin Jefferson, 36 yards. And the Bengals are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. To the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. After the sack on first down, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
sidelines, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bengals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.